You might remember this. I made this last year and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, but it is a little bit small. About the only thing I do not like about this rail is it's just a little bit too short and there's only like 4 steps on it, and it's definitely not the greatest stair set, even though it is still really fun to use. And ever since I made this, I've wanted to make a nice big stair set, like big, wide, tall, a lot of stairs. But David Jones came out with a video a few days ago and he basically made a stair set with like a cool like brick ledge kind of down the side. So that kind of inspired me to finish what I already wanted to start, which is making a giant stair set with a rail. So that's what I'm going to do today. So when we made this rail, it was pretty simple. We basically just took a board, it was like this long. We basically just cut it and cut it and cut it until we had stairs like that. But I don't really want to waste that much wood because wood costs are way too expensive right now. So I'm going to do it a little bit of a different way. And I'm kind of going to do the same way that David Jones did because that way seemed to work for him, and it definitely cut the wood costs by quite a bit. And I really like the design of that. So I'm going to kind of go for what he did. And don't say that I'm like copying David Jones because I'm giving full credit. Your idea was better than mine. And instead of using a board for this one, I'm going to use plywood. So now it's time to head outside and cut some plywood. All right, I'm outside right now. I'm ready to cut the piece of wood, but before I show you this next like clip of the wood, I just want to say I'm not showing this like on camera just to like flex and like show off what I have, but like look at this. That's like $2,000 right there. So the idea is that we'll cut a base probably about this big. I already made a couple kind of brief marks, and then from there we'll cut kind of smaller pieces about this big, and then we'll kind of stack those on either using a nail gun or just screwing them in place until we've kind of built up a stair set, I guess, and then we'll put like a final piece on top and it'll kind of be like hollow in the middle, but that'll kind of look cool. So we are about to start cutting this piece of plywood. It's gonna be sad to waste this much just to take off this bad spot. That's at least $200 right there. Alright, so it is starting to get dark out and you can kind of see where this is going. We also have this piece and this goes on it like so. So this is going to be a pretty epic stair set. We're also going to have this piece that'll go across here like that, and then we're also going to have a piece just to kind of support it back here. So all of these are not in place, so we kind of need to get them down into place so they're not all sliding around. So we are going to use a brad nailer to nail them in place now. But if you're making this for yourself, you can just use a wood glue. You could even use hot glue for this. It kind of doesn't matter, but I'm just using nails because it's going to look nice and clean. And we are back. This is what we have. This stair set is giant. Compared to the other one, that's actually like the exact same length of the whole thing on this one. So you can see it's definitely bigger. You could like fingerboard on this rail on the stair set. So because there are definitely some rough edges on this one, it's kind of just old plywood. We are just gonna sand it to make it look a lot better. It doesn't really show it, but this is super satisfying. So I'm pretty sure in the stair set that David Jones made with the brick on the side, he put plywood kind of on the inside, or just some like thin plywood on the inside. But I'm actually gonna leave this one like this because I kind of think it looks cool. It kind of looks like under a bridge of some sort. So you could like put fingerboards under here. Maybe barely be able to do a kickflip, you know, stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave this like this. So I want to do a rail on this because just a plain stair set is a little bit boring, and if you have a ledge that is cool, but I don't know, I kind of like the feeling of a rail. So I'm gonna have a rail probably directly over the center so we can do tricks kind of from an angle on there. Also just do plain tricks. So I don't really know how to get this rail in place because this is aluminum, and aluminum does not really like to bend very much. So we need to figure a system out.
A few moments later.
So I just did something off camera, or my cameraman had the idea, I guess, and basically we just took this bend in it, and both of us didn't really think that was going to work, but it did. So now we are going to basically just bend it about here. That will go up. We'll do the same thing here. I am shocked that this did not break because we've tried a lot of different things in the past, and most aluminum breaks, or at least breaks easier than it did here. Alright, and we are done. So we screwed these into place, so this is very solid. Compared to the other one, this is definitely one of the most solid things I've ever made. And this one had kind of this like open feel on the bottom, whereas this is just like very clean, stylish look, so I definitely love how this looks. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stairs. So now, time to do some very epic stuff on this epic setup. So this is complete. This feels incredible. This is definitely like my new favorite obstacle and definitely the biggest one I've ever made. I know that we made like the giant cement fingerboard pike, but that's kind of a pike. This is more of just a giant obstacle. And again, compared to the original, like you can fingerboard on this, on this, on this, on the earth. So this is by far my most favorite project to date, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button. And if you do, you get nothing. There's kind of no point in hitting the like button, but you know, it helps the video out, so I really appreciate it when you do like. And if you're new, please hit the subscribe button as well, because you will probably see more of my videos in the future, so you may as well be subscribed right now. And also there's a link in the description down below to buy my signature fingerboard. Go check it out. People seem to really like them, so you might want to get one for yourself. I landed it. I definitely landed it. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate all the support on these videos. You guys all seem to really like them, and I'm glad that you like them. So the subscribe button is right over there if you're new. One video is over there, another one is down there, and I'll see you in my next video.